And not a lot of people know what Albert J is capable of, but he is amazing when it comes to bent wood structures. So Albert J was able to make get the wood with the students. So all the wood for the sleighs came from the school, from their playground. They cut trees down in their playground. They took them to the schools, they shaved them, they cut them. Albert J took them home, he bent them, put them into little pieces, and brought it back to the school. So when he brought it back to the school for the second and third day, the kids were just assembling the sleighs. But they were able to see that the wood came from their school, the sleighs were built after school, and then their gym class, I say gym, but their phys ed class, I know Kim's here, she correct me, their phys ed class was able to take these sleighs and go and use them in the back of their school. They have a nice hill that they can sleigh on. So the kids were able to use the sleighs that they built. The other thing that I like seeing at that school was the science teacher also used these sleighs, and so did the math teacher. The math teacher actually took a long measuring tape and got kids to use a crazy carpet first and measure how far they went, and use the Wallacea and then measure how far they went. So they were using these sleighs for science and math. My favorite story from Marion Bridges, and some of you guys might have seen this picture on Facebook and got mad about it, but I'll defend myself, because this is a perfect time to defend myself. When I did the Walt Disc group at Marion Bridge, a lot of the kids really loved playing the game. And I had two girls who were always getting in trouble. And that day, one of them was actually sitting in the principal's office when I walked in the morning. But that afternoon when I did a workshop with her class and she was sitting there, she loved playing the game. There was no arguments, there was no victory. I think she lost that day, but she went back to her classroom, and with her friend she took a wash pan, a white wash pan like this. She took 6 math counters, the red and yellow ones, put them in the wash pan, and then she went out and found three markers, 1 highlighter, and coloring pencils. So she had the Isagog, Isgois, and then the counting sticks. And then she started playing with her friend with the wash pans. And when the principal seen what was happening, because the teacher came running out and said, look, they're getting along, they're playing Waltus. The principal came out and took a picture of that wash pan. And I think she posted it on her Facebook page. But a lot of the feedback that I got was they're making a mockery of the game. But what they didn't realize is the context. You know, I told them the games are very expensive and hard to get a hold of. But if you can get one, you know, keep it, because I don't know when you'll find another one. So she took that as an initiative and she went out and made her own. Because I explained the story on how kids made these ones at a high school course. So she went out and made her own. So that picture that you see little kids playing in a wash pan, they're just trying to play the Walt Disc game that everybody else enjoys playing. Yeah. And when I started doing the 3D printing for the Walt Disc dice, a lot of people that I talked to said, you can't do that, they won't work as well. But once I started playing with sugar and we started using the dice, and I was actually winning, she thought they were loaded, but anyway. She said, they're great, I don't see why people wouldn't use them. And a lot of kids now, because of the whole medical movement, take what you need, not what you can. This ties into that lesson too, because you don't have to use moose bones for dice, when we can just 3D print them, you know, leave the moose alone. And the older ones would have been ivory, so I don't think we're allowed to hunt walrus anymore, so leave the walrus alone, you can print these dice. But if you have questions, email me. If you have, I gotta head home pretty soon, but let me know and I'll answer you as best as I can. And well, thank you for your donation. I'll put it back in the box and I'll take it back to my office. But yeah, and that's it. These are cultural kits that I bring to the schools, and those are the things that I offer, and a lot of kids love it. And just last week we had a Mamayomi at Riverview, and I've seen a lot of you there doing your own presentations, and it was great seeing all the people come together for those students. But that's it. If you want to keep sitting here making your tooth catcher, it's up to you, but I gotta start packing up. Barrie.